So my buddy Alex is in the neighborhood. He said, hey, I'm gonna go haunt your Goodwill. Why don't you come over here and we can see if we can find anything. So I don't normally go to Goodwill at 6:30. They close at 8. It's Tuesday, but I haven't been to a Goodwill in probably at least 3 weeks. So I don't need anything except to get out of the house. I haven't left the house since we went to Florida. The last place I was Chattanooga, Tennessee. I haven't gone to the grocery store. So probably do me some good to get out of the house. Let's go see if we can find anything. So we hunted some clothes and I found a handful of things that are interesting. Honda Racing, that's a really nice polo. It's $5. I'm gonna comp it. I think it's probably good. This is a brand that everybody talks about and I've never found before. $5, untuck it. It looks like it's in nearly perfect condition. I'm gonna comp it, see, and then this one, Patagonia is a pretty much unconditional buy for me still. It doesn't do quite as well as it did, but at $6, I list this for 20 and it sells in a day or two. Now we're looking at hard goods. I don't know what this is. It looks like the kind of thing I buy. But also, it's no longer in the box. And probably the box had the pricing on it. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Premium cartridge. Don't buy third-party cartridges, especially if the box is open. These, if they're super crazy cheap, I don't know that I would do that one, but some of these can do well. This I'm a little disappointed about. I laughed out loud. $55. I wonder what the Sam's Club price is on that. I have to go back and find the video what they had this priced at. It wasn't $8.34. I want to say it was like $30. But this is a little more interesting. I think I'm gonna comp them anyway. Episode 1 stuff is almost never any count, but these are fun and they're on nice, albeit yellow plastics. So I only ended up buying the one Patagonia shirt and it's not great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. My name is Tom, full-time eBay reseller, professional stay-at-home dad for my 5 kids, and we have a baby coming in October. So now you're caught up. If this is your first time, thanks for showing up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Here we are at the Mod and Pop Thrift barn. It's a terrible mess still and always, and it's gotta change. But being stay-at-home dadding for 5 kids, and we just bought stuff to gut and redo the bathroom, I'm gonna have a hard time catching up, but it's doable. I just gotta stay motivated. So we got a handful of things to ship today. I'll show you what sold. So we got back from vacation and my sales were pretty strong for days and days and days. And then I didn't list anything. I've only listed like 10 or 12 items in however many days since we've been back. And so my sales haven't been good. 100, 103, 160, 67. That's abysmal. And then I got friggin' 55 the first day my store was shut off. So we got to make these numbers go up, which means we got to do listings. But I got 5 items, one of which has to go out today. I bought this with a lens in it for like $7. I was hoping that the lens was worth something. The lens was damaged and not worth anything. So this sold for $13.99 free shipping, it's basically a break-even proposition at this point. This, I paid $1 for 2 things of film strapped together. This is one of them. The other one sold for 15 bucks. This one sold for $13.99 free shipping. So that's pretty good. This hat, I paid 75 cents for a bunch of hats. This was the reason that I showed up to get the hats. This is a script style snapback hat. It's not in great shape. The Twill by Sports Specialties. This doesn't have the Sports Specialties tag in it anymore. So it's not in fantastic shape. But it is a nice, desirable hat. I thought it would be $40, $50 in a couple of days. Turns out it was $30, $31 on offer plus shipping in 5 weeks. So, I mean, it didn't do poorly, just didn't do quite as well as I hoped. But if you see this, vintage hats that are this script, cursive writing, they can be really, really good. And then Rick and Morty, this shirt, I've had a long time. I shouldn't have bought it. It sold for $7 plus shipping. 2X Rick and Morty t-shirt. At the time that I found this, there were a handful of really good things selling for good money on, like, there's Szechuan chicken dip. I've never watched the show, not for 1 minute, so I suspect it was some kind of a joke in the show that made the chicken nugget sauce go crazy. And during that hype where people were making a lot of money selling Rick and Morty stuff, I found that shirt. And then the last thing from the big Monorail Toy buy sold for $108. I'm going to say it's probably free shipping because it's not $10 shipping. And the buyers all in at $118. So that ended up being a really good purchase. Made quite a bit of money on Monorail Toys. And I've ridden the monorail since I bought that. And I'm a big chicken. I don't even like riding the monorail. I just really don't like heights and confined spaces, but I really, really don't like heights in confined spaces. So riding in a closed, sealed box 40 feet above the air on a piece of concrete is not super fun, but I live right through it. Like, I know that I'm safe, like I can tell myself, but yeah, I have a hard time, like, reacting that way. So anyway, I had a mild panic attack on the monorail because I rode Soarin' and I rode Space Mountain, which are both totally benign rides to most people, but I shouldn't be riding roller coasters. Small World is my cup of tea. I really love the Haunted Mansion. If you're a Disney head, then you probably know what these rides are. They're slow, dark rides that are themed and fun, not fast and crazy and high up in the air. Anyway, that's everything that's sold. So I got to work on getting some sales, getting some listings, but it is currently 10 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, and because of that, well, and just it happens to be right now that the eBay's website's been down all morning. I couldn't search things, and I'm right now it seems to be responding well. Somebody said it looks like it's come back online, and I can do things from the seller hub, but it's a little bit alarming that it went down entirely. Do you guys diversify? Are you guys on Mercari and Poshmark and whatever else other people sell on? Amazon's a whole nother animal. If you sell on Amazon, good for you. Where else are people selling? I know I did Whatnot for a while, but that's not really the same. That's a third separate animal from eBay and Amazon. Where else do people sell? I know people cross-list to like 14 platforms. Are you guys listing other places? Because, like, I'm not a big, the sky is falling, eBay's in terrible shape, you're not going to make money on eBay guy. I've been making money on eBay for a long time, and they'll get this corrected. But it does make me think, well, if they're going to go down for a day, maybe Macari can pick up the slack for that day. And I do have a Macari account, but all I list over there is like horror things that go over the line that eBay won't let you list. Faces of Death, Jeffrey Dahmer, that kind of stuff. And then stuff like Dr. Seuss that you're not allowed to list because of eBay standards that I think there are things eBay standards hold out that I would not sell. Dr. Seuss is not one of those things, and so I don't have a problem selling some Dr. Seuss books from a time that maybe they shouldn't have said the things that they said and drawn the pictures that they drew, but it was the reality of the day. Anyway, so with the eBay site going down today, I'm like, maybe I should ramp up a Macari. I watch Shed Flips kind of religiously, and so like they do really, really well on Macari. The thing with Macari is you have to have a paper printer, and I would have to take my laptop inside and plug my paper printer in every time I need to print a label. That's why that's the main reason I don't mess with Macari, is because it's a whole other process for printing a label. It has nothing to do. You can't print a thermal label without cropping your label into Adobe and then editing it, or Photoshop or whatever. Those are not the things that the tools people use anymore, but the idea is the same. I just don't do any of that stuff so much that I don't even know what the current way to get a screenshot into a piece of paper you print is. Anyway, now I'm rambling. So eBay's website was down this morning. Does that make you want to cross list, was my point. I'm going to print these labels off, get these things out of here, and then I got to list some stuff, and if I do anything interesting along the way, do you guys want to see the bathroom? I can make a video of, like, I tore a wall out yesterday. I did some before video of the wall being there. I took some pictures of the after, and I'm going to tile and toilet and vanity and light fixtures and paint in the next 2 or 3 days. Is that something you guys want to see? Let me know.